Coach, during training camp, you told the guys about different techniques on defense that you wanted them to employ throughout the season. 2 games in now, are you just getting a sense that they're trying to grasp these terms that you tried to bring over the summer?
Yeah, they are. They're in when it comes to the help. They're communicating the right terms. And we don't have as many downhill, like just layups that we were giving up last season. So, yeah, they're starting to get a little bit. I mean, we did a good job of making them shoot a bunch of threes. We wanted to protect the paint. We wanted to force a three and make sure we contested those. And they followed the game plan to a T, so it was good.
Do you have a sense of when this game was in hand? Because obviously you guys have been up big before and it hasn't worked out.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was in hand until the last 3 minutes. So we got a little disorganized towards the end, but yeah, that was one of my messages to the team was at halftime we were up 21 and we haven't played from ahead, so we got to learn from this and what it takes to keep it going in the right direction, not have it go down to 12 like it has. So yeah, we did a good job.
Coach, last night it was Jalen Green's ability to step up on the defensive side of the ball. Today it was his ability to share the ball with a career high 9 assists. How great is it to see Jalen actually have more of an impact on the game beyond his scoring?
It's great. I mean, he had a bunch of assists before he had his first turnover. I don't know how many, but
it was 8 now.
Was it 8? Yeah. So they were giving him a lot of attention. They put Dort on him, who was physical and made it hard on him, but he found a way to score and then make plays for his teammates. That says a lot about our spacing if he's able to turn the corner and make plays. So yeah, his development as a playmaker only makes him even more dangerous.
Was this the type of performance that you expected to see from Alfie coming back in? What are you starting to see them looking for him more to be able to take advantage of some of those mismatches down in the post?
Yeah, they're looking for him more. He's doing a better job of kind of letting it come to him a little bit more. I think early he was trying to get it earlier in possessions, and later is better. So we can drive the ball first and then give him a little dump off pass, or drive it and then swing it and then get it into him. Then I started running some plays for him just because I knew they were going to double team, and we were getting some shots from the weak side. And his passing is so good that and he hasn't been passing it as much for a few reasons, I guess. But tonight he was really sharing the ball when he got it down there. So the more he shares it, the more his teammates probably want to give it to him.
What are your reactions to those sequences where he gets the rebound, brings the ball up, and makes something happen? Either goes coast to coast or dimes somebody up.
It's just, yeah. I mean, I don't. That was a crazy play that he made, and there aren't very many people who can make that play. But yeah, it's fun to see, I guess.
Do you encourage that kind?
Do I encourage?
Do you encourage that kind of freedom, though?
I encourage freedom. I'm not sure I encourage that much freedom, but I encourage my players to play to their strengths, and him bringing the ball up the floor and throwing no-look passes probably isn't a recipe for sustained success, but every once in a while it's fun.
You talk about sustaining the lead and finishing the game. To come out with the energy to have the lead early after a pretty emotional win, does that show some maturity for them to be able to kind of cast last night's game aside and start this game well?
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, obviously OKC played a tough game last night as well, but yeah, the way that we fought back in last night's game, we didn't have a dip in energy at all, and we played with really good intention as far as what we were trying to do with the game plan on both ends of the floor. So yeah, that is a sign of maturity if you're able to do that.
Coach, can you speak to how difficult it was in the first 13 games? 10 of them was on the road. Didn't have a lot of practice time. It seemed like the offense was a lot more fluid the last couple of games after the long week off, and then you actually were able to get in a couple of practices during the week.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, for a young team to start off the season on the road for 10 games really makes it tough. It's hard enough to win on the road, then you don't have practice time, then you don't, there's just so many different obstacles that we had at the beginning of the season. Now we're starting to settle in a little bit, and it definitely does look better, like you're saying. But to the team's credit, we haven't had a big dip in our play all season. We've fought every game. We've had games that maybe we could have won, but we've been playing hard every night, and we're starting to grow a little bit. And now we have a big trip coming up with Denver, Phoenix, Golden State, which is going to be a tough one. But hopefully we can refer back to that early period when we were on the road so much and take some of the lessons that we learned from that and apply them to this coming trip.
Speaking of growth, we've seen a lot from Jabari Smith Jr. What have you seen specifically about him growing during this rookie year?
Yeah, he's very aggressive, and I love that. And there's one where I think Scoop passed him the ball, and he caught it low and shot faked and drove. And I was like, "You gotta shoot it." He was like, "It was low." And I was like, "I want you to shoot him." But he's aggressive. He's shooting the ball better. His work is paying off. He's a great worker on the defensive end. He really solidifies us, and his rebounding has been really good. Big athletic rebounds where he's jumping over people and getting the ball and getting putbacks, and he's starting to understand how he can be successful out there. And we're only in game 19 of his NBA career, so yeah. That's just part of it. It's the growth to be a plus 23 tonight. Sometimes you don't notice that they're plus 23, but tonight it kind of seemed like he was a big plus for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.